What's up, Otaku fam? We are back, more reactions here for the channel with some more spilled ink, practicing drawing shoes. Just when you think you conquered the final boss at his hands, shoes comes out as the second phase.
Shoes.
Alright.
Which is one of the things that we have stated we don't like drawing, but, you know,
And
we
feet.
we have to learn. And feet. And so today we have this shoe foot reference book that I got off of Amazon Japan. Unfortunately, I don't think there's an English version, but if you're interested, I will put a link in the description down below. This book was actually recommended to me by a fellow artist on that art retreat I went to in September.
This book is basically saying, learn to draw feet first.
Yeah. Learn the anatomy of a foot. But the thing that really sold this book for me is they have like a 360 turnaround reference
that's
of
very handy.
every different type of shoe. So they have sneakers, they have other shoes too. Like this book, pretty crazy. They show you what the shoe would look like if you were walking as opposed to running. So it's like bent a little more when it's running. There's another sneaker that has like a 360. Like this is perfect for references. Like specifically, if you're drawing a specific type of shoe, you want to draw a loafer, you need it specifically at like a 3/4 angle, 270-degree angle. Bam, there you go. It has it. Like this is pretty awesome. So do you guys like my pom pom pudding nails?
Oh yeah. It's so distracting.
Pom pom pudding.
It's so big.
He's just resting on my thumb.
Look, it's just
He's so big.
it's just jutting out. Wow, Crocs.
Yeah, Crocs.
I don't think I've ever seen an anime character wearing a Croc before.
Yeah.
So,
They got everything, huh?
They even show you like broken shoes. See,
What?
there's like the flip flop coming out of the flip flop hole.
They did not need to do that.
Every occasion, they got different styles of shoes. They have UGG boots. They got little school shoes that you see the characters wear.
Oh yeah, that's
And, like,
not relatable
You
at
see
all.
how it like folds
Yeah.
when you're walking? Like they get really. This is very realistic.
Oh
I'd
yeah.
say.
I love these old school Edo era.
I got this mostly because I really like how useful the 360 angle reference is. Like this is sick. Because you know, we've all had that moment where you're drawing a character in a very specific pose, but you're like, I don't know what this shoe looks like at this specific angle.
Yeah, most of the time we cheat and we just draw socks.
Yeah, for example, my YouTube persona, I don't know if you guys have noticed, she doesn't wear shoes. I mean, you don't really see her feet like ever, but she only wears socks. But I bookmarked a few exercises in here that I thought we could do. We're not gonna do anything too crazy today.
Yeah.
Right,
We're just
right.
gonna do a few simple exercises.
So hopefully you guys can follow along if you would like.
Yeah, if you want to.
Let's learn together.
All right, we got this
Oh, it's very handy, you guys.
Bukanmuri book clip, perfect for when we're filming.
Apparently it
something like
won
this.
some
Oops.
stationary awards.
Yeah. First step, draw the
That's funny.
small holes, the upper part of like the shoe. But they say that it's easier to draw just half of the hole because you're gonna cover it anyway with the laces. So you're basically drawing like kind of like half moons.
All right.
I think my difficulty is gonna be like drawing this and then the rest of the shoe.
Oh yeah. Okay, mine's not very spaced out, but who cares?
That's
All right,
okay.
Next.
Then the second one is pass the string through one of the holes. Either way is fine, but this time we'll start from the right side. Okay. Oh, and then in the picture here, they have the bottom one just going straight across.
The bottom one's straight across.
Straight across over. Okay.
Okay.
So we have the first part down.
Yeah, this is kind of handy.
Yeah, this is really handy.
All right, what's next?
And then the third one is pass the string through the hole on the other side. Basically, we're gonna do the same thing, but it goes kind of over.
What? Okay, it goes over.
Yeah, so here, I'll try.
Okay, I kind of get it.
And also goes towards the one at the bottom. So it goes like this, right? Daidus? Like that?
Okay, it goes inside but over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish we had the small eraser that we brought home. We left it at home. How's that?
That looks good.
Okay.
And then lastly, you're gonna add a bow and then the finer details at the top. So like the stitching and then the bow.
The bow. Yeah, I'm glad you talked me to pencil, because this is...
Yeah, I told you. You're trying to get all cocky. I saw that.
Let's do a non-pencil. Let's commit to ink.
Wait, what if we make a mistake? And then finally, there's little stitching details. If you want to go super realistic, I feel like this is kind of unnecessary, again, if you're trying to go for a more simplistic style, which I usually do, but...
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, good to know.
All right. What is next?
That's it.
Your shoe's so fat.
What? What do you mean?
It's wide.
Got a wide toe box.
Okay, maybe I got the proportions wrong. I don't know. But I was just focusing on the laces.
All right. Well, that was kind of hard.
Yeah, a little bit. There was just a lot of parts to consider.
I could not imagine having a character with realistic shoes and having to draw the laces over and over
Every
and over
single
again, every
time.
panel.
Yeah, and the thing is, we didn't even draw like the rest of the shoe.
The
This
rest
was
of the
just
shoe.
an exercise for the laces.
All right. So
But
what's
yeah,
next?
again, as the book states, you don't have to always start from the right to the left. Like, you can just either one. We're just following the book's example.
Well, it's good to have like one side memorized so you can just...
Yeah, I could just
Apply it.
copy paste.
Yeah.
But one of the things I like about the way they show you how to draw shoes in this book is they kind of break it down in parts. So let me find it real quick. So for example, I'm going to the loafers chapter, and when they show you how to draw the loafer, they kind of break it down in individual pieces. So they start off with like the bottom of the shoe, or you start off the sock, and then they're like, all right, add the bottom. And like, which is kind of surprising to me because I would assume that this would be last.
Oh yeah. What? Oh yeah. Huh.
And then they're like, all right, slowly shape the shoe and then add the finer details at the end. Which I feel like is a good way to break everything down.
Yeah.
Just like the different parts of the shoe.
Yeah. No. Starting from the sock is always good.
Yeah. So, would you like to practice drawing a loafer with me?
Okay. Let's loafer it
This
up.
is the next exercise.
Loafering it
Draw a
up.
foot wearing a sock. And I guess we're drawing the left foot. Not that it matters. We're just drawing
Left
a
leg,
foot.
baby.
I will draw that foot in the book.
Yeah, I will draw the book foot. And it was kind of interesting that we're jumping straight into shoes before we do a feet episode.
For real. I feel like drawing toes and drawing socks is a completely different world.
Yeah.
Toes is like difficult, at least for me.
The next step is to draw the sole so that it extends slightly beyond the toe. Because this is basically what the foot is like resting on.
Okay.
That part of the loafer. So you're going to draw this to go a little bit past the toes. Okay, so you're basically drawing like a little platform for the foot, right?
Boom.
Oh, nice. Wow, looks
That's
so
my
cozy.
platform. I kind of like this breaking down thing. It's like...
Yeah.
So now I
It
know
makes
that...
it easier, makes it less overwhelming, I think.
Right, because, okay, you know, when I draw, at least the manga recently, I start with the tongue thing. I go like that.
Yeah,
I
that's what
do
I usually do too.
That, but then, like, I feel like this method's better. Because you just draw the sock, and then you go from there.
Yeah, and also I think this kind of creates like a boundary for the foot so that you don't accidentally make the shoe too big.
Yeah, like a
Like,
building structure.
It's like, yeah, you don't go past this foundation. You just
Yeah.
build
You
on it.
don't wanna
start
give
at the
them
bottom
Kingdom
and you build
Hearts
on it.
shoes?
The next one, they said add the upper part. So I guess this is when you're creating kind of like the shape of the shoe. And it said that this line here, like that crease of the shoe and the line here should be parallel. I'm hoping we're making this clear for anyone who's watching at home. And they said the toes should be curled in the shoe, basically like here, right?
Yeah, there's some space in there. Okay. Okay.
All right.
You okay?
Yeah, ready for the next step?
Yep.
Next step is add the saddle straps. The saddle is not positioned in the center of your foot, but slightly towards your toes. Next, we're gonna draw this part, which I guess is just kind of in the middle.
The strap thingy.
Yeah. And then they said don't forget to add a bit of thickness here,
All right.
whatever that means.
More heel.
Yeah.
So I guess you want it like popping out a little bit out of the foot to give it some like dynamic oomph or something, some pop out or something.
What do you mean dynamic?
Some volume.
Oh, yeah, a little
Volume in the
bit of
shoe.
thickness.
Yeah.
Because it's not like your foot is like shrink wrapped to the shoe.
Yeah. And the rest is just detail.
Yeah, and then the rest is just adding the details, so like the flap of the shoe.
Wow, so they did the tongue last. That's funny.
Yeah, I know. We always start with the lip of the shoe. Wow, my very first loafer that I've ever drawn. Wow, these look good, actually.
Okay,
That
so
looks good.
a thing to keep in mind is start with the sole first.
Mm-hmm.
build it foundation, and then
details last.
the tongue last.
Yeah, because I think
the tongue last.
I think about how I would have drawn a loafer before, and I think I would have literally just like.
Yeah, that's what I do. The tongue, and you're like, okay.
Like, I would have been like, okay, and then I guess I do this last.
Yeah, I do that last.
Yeah. Here's one that's kind of similar to a loafer, but it's a dress shoe.
All right.
It kind of follows the same steps where you draw the sole of the shoe. And this one looks like it extends even further than what the loafers did. And then you draw the general shape of it, and then you add little details.
Well, this is a good
So we'll
start
go step
because,
by
like,
step.
a regular shoe, you can transform into a lot of things. You can turn it into
Yeah.
a boot. You can turn it into
Yeah.
sneakers. You just make it a little bit fatter.
Yeah,
about
I think
whatever
as long
details
as you
you add
know
in.
how to draw the sole and the general shape of the shoe, you can get pretty creative with it. Okay, so we're gonna start off the same way we started the loafer. We're gonna draw the sock.
Okay, this guy has a different sock this time.
Yeah, and you don't have to be super accurate. It is a sock after all. The second step is add the sole under the foot. And as you can see in the picture, the sole protrudes beyond the toes. So for the loafer, it said that the sole just slightly went past the toes, but in this one, it like protrudes.
Okay, protrudes.
Like,
Lots of toe space.
yeah, lots of toe space.
Big toe box.
The third part says, roughly draw the upper part. And if you see here, daidus, it says the instep line is sharp. And then the opening and heel lines are curved. Like that?
Yeah, that's what I did, but mine looks kind of weird. Whatever.
Yeah, it's okay if they don't look perfect. We're just trying it out. Yeah, and then the next step is to basically draw the rest of the details of the shoe.
Draw
but-
the rest of the owl.
The rest of the owl. But they specify that the front should be like curved a bit. So notice it's like they made it blocky for the general shape and then they sort of smoothed it out over here.
Okay. My shoe don't look as good as the book, but whatever.
This is just like the Copic book where we're like, why does our grape not look as juicy as our grapes? No, that looks great.
And then draw more detail
Yeah.
at the end.
So like the stitching here, like specifically in these like sections.
Okay.
I think this is more of a realism tip, but in the bottom here, they even give like a point of like a common mistake, I guess, when you're drawing dress shoes. So over here it says that this should be divided basically into like 3 different sections of the shoe. Like these should be seen as 3 different parts.
Yeah, it makes it more 3D. Huh?
Yeah, whereas here it's just like a straight line.
This is how I draw feet.
Yeah, I tried to. But yeah, it's cool. It's nice that they give little tips on just little details you should be mindful of that can completely change the look. All it takes is just like, 3 little bulging lines to make it look that much more realistic. What do we think?
What do you think, ink droppers?
Ink drops.
I like saying ink droppers.
Ink droppers.
Oh, this is really good.
Thanks. I like your shoes as well.
You draw your feet so fat.
I do.
baby
Are
shoe.
they fat?
It's a baby shoe.
That's true. It does
They
look
do
like I
kind of look
drew
like
like
baby
kids'
shoes.
This is a 10-year-old. This is a 10-year-old
I'm not
loafer.
I'm not used to drawing shoes. That's why I'm practicing.
That's cute. That's cute.
Okay, there's an entire chapter focusing on just heels. But one of the tips that I thought was really useful is over here, where just like the dress shoe tip, it kind of shows you the different ways in which drawing the back of the heel can look wrong. So like, okay, I'm very guilty of doing this. I don't know how to draw like heel backs that look like this. I might want to practice this if you don't mind.
Sure. Yeah. Let's do it.
But the tips that they point out specifically are that the heel line here, it's like an inverted V, whereas a common mistake is to just draw it straight across, which is not what it looks like,
Oh,
right?
I
It's like just
see.
these little subtle details.
I see.
Unfortunately, there is no like tutorial on how to draw this step by step, so we're just gonna try it
Just gonna
and
wing it.
explain our thought process as we do it.
We're gonna draw the owl.
So basically, the way I would draw heels,
Draw it
the
out.
thing is, I would try to avoid
Oh,
drawing
you want? Okay.
heels
How
on the
about
back.
let's not look at the reference. You want to try to draw
Like
the heel?
I would always draw it like, God, it looks so bad.
Yeah. Let me free ball it.
Like
Let's see
it just
what-
never looked right. so I would just avoid it.
Okay, yeah, looks ugly. This is my non-reference heel.
Oh, that doesn't look bad at all.
You know, that straight line kind of helps, like that. Oh, that's kind of helpful. If you can find the middle of the back,
Yeah.
then you can draw the ball joint here.
This is hard. I mean, I feel like this looks better than this, but I still have not figured out the secret.
Okay, it jets out a little bit past the ankle here, curves into the ball thingy bob. This goes in and then out, like so. And then I ran out of space, but that's cool. And the toes fan out, like so. And then you do the detail here. Boom, boom. And then shade, because shading's cool.
A lot of trial and error, I think.
Yeah, you gotta erase and like, you gotta eyeball it at the end, really. Unfortunately, that's what makes drawing shoes and feet so hard. There is no easy answer.
Yeah.
No.
I tried drawing a heel kind of using the same method that we learned from the loafer and the dress
Oh,
shoe.
wow, that looks really good.
Really? Thanks.
How would you draw it before?
I guess...
Oh, you just go in? Oh,
Yeah. I don't know, but this time I decided to try doing like the sole thing
but this
first.
looks really good, though.
Thanks. Yeah, and then drawing like the general shape of the heel, and then making it more rounded at the back because I noticed that's a thing they do with the heels.
Yeah.
And then,
okay.
and then making sure the heel that you draw is on the exact same level as like the front sole of the shoe.
Oh, that's good. What do you think of my back heel?
Whoa, that looks good.
I ran out of space.
Wait,
though.
this looks sick.
You think so?
It looks like she's taking a step.
Yeah, I ran out of space. But so I
What
do.
did you gather from this?
What I gathered, at least from the back, which is really difficult to draw, that if you can find the middle point of the back, then you draw this ball joint. I think the rest is like you can build around that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when I draw the daidus hat, I start with this part first because then, you know, you can find the angle. It's a guide point, really.
Yeah.
You're just using it as a guide. So with this,
like if daidus is like looking up, then you know that it's like
yeah, if he's looking up, I make the square
shape.
look like that. See? Then I put the line there, and then now I know he's looking up, right? So then you get the eyes there. But like with the shoe, if you're doing from the back, you're like, okay, where's the midpoint? Boom. Then you draw one of those, and then there's the ball, there's the heel, and then you just build the rest of the freaking owl.
Draw the rest of the fucking shoe. Again, I would like to reiterate, there are probably, there's definitely tons of like drawing tutorials on YouTube about how to draw a shoe.
Yeah, we're just newbies drawing with you guys.
I don't want this video to come across like, guys, we're gonna teach you all the tips on how to draw a shoe. This is us practicing together, and you are joining us and watching us struggle and try and figure out what the heck this book is telling us. But yeah, as I mentioned before, little 360 view of the shoes, so you can even learn how to draw it from like below, real front,
good
like
Lord.
look at that perspective.
Let's try some of that.
You want to try it?
Yeah.
Which one?
Oh, this one looks like taking a step.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
stepping
noticed.
on you.
There's some things I noticed too that I didn't notice before. The very front of the heel. Every time I drew the front of a heel, I never drew this like front part,
This
like lifting
back
up.
Ah, yeah.
That does make a difference, huh? Or like how if you see it from a bird's eye view, or if you look at the heel from above at this angle, you don't actually see the heel. That's another thing I find interesting. Okay. I'm going to draw this heel walking and running using this page as reference, and daidus will be referencing these sneakers.
Woo! It's sneaker time.
Yeah, side view. So daidus, question.
Yo.
I remember where I first learned how to draw like shoes. Where did you first learn?
Oh, I always avoided shoes.
Oh.
I do that, you know, the classic only draw from the waist up.
Yeah. I think from my YouTube videos, there's no reason for me to ever really draw full body all that much. And even then, I feel like my main channel art style is very simple. So when I draw feet, it kind of looks like this.
No, but it's good to simplify things to make it faster,
yeah,
right? That's why you're so
yeah.
fast. You figured out a system.
But
right?
as a result, I don't know how to draw shoes all that well.
Let me tell you, even when I was in, art college, I was drawing naked bodies with feet, so I couldn't even draw shoes then. So
You're like, I could draw a sick toe.
no, even then, like they taught you to like draw the toes like in like sock form. They tell you to transform the foot into
Oh, really?
socky so you can because it's all about the shape of the human body,
Do you
not
think,
like.
do you think these toes look 2 fingers?
Those look like my toes. I got finger toes. You guys, I don't know if you guys know this.
All right.
Yeah.
Before they start talking about finger toes, I was gonna ask you. So, did you ever have to draw like
It was
shoe
that.
practice, or just like what Dias was talking about?
Yeah, we did that too. Sock feet. I think we so we did do live models in like our art class, like our actual like painting class, like drawing class. But not as much as I did with action and analysis, because we relied on models to come pose so we could draw them in action.
Yeah.
And even with that, like we weren't drawing like full detailed bodies because we were focusing on anatomy and structure and body shape. So you have to think we were drawing those in less than 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So we had drills where we're doing 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute. And we're drawing this full person in a pose.
Yeah.
So you simplified like hands and feet to kind of be more blocky and stuff.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
The feet people like. Yeah. I got long toes. I got monkey toes.
I never
Me too.
noticed. I don't look at your
I
toes.
also
that
have
much.
My
monkey
parents
toes.
are always so like amazed when I open a door with my foot, because I can open the
Ew.
I can if there's a doorknob, I can use my foot and open it. I can grab it and twist it.
Ryan
I have
gets
a
mad
question.
that I
Is
can
it
pick things up
normal
with my
for-
feet.
I don't think I know anyone who
I
has
need the
like a
squirt
fully
bottle.
sized pinky toenail.
Fully sized?
Pinky toenail? Everyone I know, including
I have
myself,
I grab her
full-size
foot with
monkey
my
toes.
toes.
pinky toenail looks like
And it
this.
upsets her every single time.
That's how mine does too.
It does.
That's how all
Alright,
my
you draw
nails
the
look.
foundation, just like
Wait,
the
wait.
book taught me.
Yeah, you're right. I feel like I'm just copying the book right now. Let me pretend that like
But you're analyzing.
like I have to draw it from my mind, and I'm taking what I learned from doing the exercise, right?
Yeah.
So, first I would draw this sock. Let's draw a daidus foot. So, his sock kind of look like that.
Okay, so I drew the platform for the heel that I am referencing. And
You okay?
strap here, slightly
I'm
curved,
curious.
and also extending over here
go
past the
on.
platform. If I'm talking as if I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's a classic though. You
Yeah,
have.
what if you have
It's
any
kind of like
references
analyzing,
from your
right?
days?
It's,
Yeah.
it's not like
Yeah.
you're right or anything. It's,
Yeah, I could
it's
show you
nice to
exactly
talk
what
out
it was.
loud.
But yeah,
Alright.
so
So
did you
pause it.
ever like you never were interested in learning how to draw?
So, like even that, like blocks.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause I was thinking more because I was like, action and analysis was really the only way that I drew the full person presented.
Mm-hmm.
Because usually like whenever we did drawing, I feel like we were drawing for like an actual project. So we weren't drawing the full body. We were finding like a composition
Yeah.
of the person. So not drawing the full.
Detailed.
Yeah.
Super hyper realistic.
Yeah,
detail
and
body,
because
yeah.
I was like, I don't think I ever drew like an actual, like really focused on hands or feet unless I was positioned in that room to see the model's hands or feet.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I think I did that.
I guess that's why so many people, even the ones that go to art school, hate hands and feet. You still
Because
don't
we
really.
didn't focus on
there's
it.
no. There's no. All right, welcome to hands 101.
Shoes?
I only draw shoes if I have to.
It was out of survival. I think the first time I ever attempted to draw heels was because I was like 7 or something. I was like 6. I was really young. But I saw one of my brother's like school art projects, and I don't know, this became a core memory. He drew a lady pushing a grocery cart in a store. This was like, he must have been in middle school or high school. But I remember I saw how he drew the heels, and I was like, I want to draw heels like that. Because when I was a kid, the way I drew heels was literally like,
The classic. Yeah.
right? But then I distinctly remember like his lady had like form. Like that. Like
Wow.
it was really simple, but I was like, this changes
Yo,
everything.
your bro could have been an artist.
I think he could have. I remember his art projects looking pretty good. And then sneakers. The way I draw sneakers is very like I draw the same sneakers. I draw the lip. I draw this thing at the front. And then, bam.
Yeah, I do.
Giant ass tongue.
If I weren't using the book, I don't even draw the feet. I start like this. It's so bad. And then I just like.
Yeah. Just a general form.
And then I add the thing at the end like that, but it doesn't look that.
It doesn't look bad.
It looks passable, but you know. Then you do the detail, right? Everyone has their own methods. All right, so anyway, I'm using their method. So I just drew the foot, the sock form.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, it's like stepping.
Oh, you're drawing the front view?
Yeah, I don't know how though. So then I'm gonna draw the platform. So boom, it jets out. You gotta remember it jets out. I'm talking like as if I know. And I noticed the platform. The platform touches the pinky toe.
I feel like the platform's even thicker than that.
See, step by steps go out the window when you change the angle. It's over. It's over.
I suddenly don't know how to draw anything.
Suddenly, now
Draw
I'm
the
buying a
owl.
shoe and I'm taking a photo of my camera, and now I'm just using the photo I took as reference. To be honest, that's what Yotsuba's manga artist does.
Oh,
He
yeah.
literally just bought Yotsuba's shoe, and he's like, I'm just gonna draw this shoe at any angle I want. Oh, nice. It's looking. Wow. Okay.
Man, that looks good.
Yeah. Wow. I'm doing the tech.
What do you think of my heels?
This one is like. It looks like it's curving a little bit.
Yeah, so in the,
Oh, because he's walking.
she's running, so her
Oh,
foot
running.
is like slightly floating. So it said that the soles of your feet, especially the arches, will float slightly, like above the shoe. So instead of shaping the platform directly underneath the foot, I made it so that the end of the shoe is kind of below the heel, because when she's running, I mean, you don't have to do it that way. I think that's just the way I think the book is trying to show.
I think you made this too curved.
Oh, too curved? Okay.
Because I think it, like, kind of like that, right? Oh, I don't know actually. Because it's feeling kind of round here, right? It's like curving a little bit.
That looks.
Because
better.
I'm trying to get that dramatic shape of like, oh, she's running.
Oh,
I think she had a dramatic
I know, this is
arch.
tough.
Yeah.
It's funny. Before we recorded this, we were like,
She had the
I guess we
Barbie
could make this
arch.
kind of like a art instructional video where we follow along with the book.
And we're like, what's
But
going
now
on?
we're just kind of winging it.
That's art, isn't it?
All right,
That's
Dennis,
building.
question. Since we're on the topic of shoes,
Yo.
what's your favorite type of shoe?
Say no more. Oh, okay. Oh, favorite type of shoe?
Her favorite.
I'm a
type of shoe.
Adidas guy because if you
Oh.
change the letters, it almost says daidus. It's like,
Oh my god, is that the only reason?
No,
Not because.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
as an old man, my
Speak
favorite
your truth.
shoes are like slip-on mesh, just loungewear shoes, and then I have gym shoes because we
With
go to the gym on a
orthopedics built
regular
in.
basis. That's it. I don't like. I have like nice sneakers for when we're going out places.
Mm-hmm.
They hardly ever get worn. They're hanging up in our closet in that little shoe rack thing that we have, and I probably have taken each of those shoes out like a total of like 5 times since I got them. So
Yeah.
I stick to my black and white slip-on shoes most of the time because they're quick, easy, and I don't have to worry about it.
We like the support.
Yeah, and then I got the fucking CrossFit shoes because we do CrossFit and I needed CrossFit shoes.
I have a favorite CrossFit shoe of all time. Innovate.
So they're good lifters.
They're an investment, but if you want the investment, it's worth it.
And get you some Reeboks. We have a wide toe box. It's good for your feet.
So does Innovate.
I'm literally kidding. I'm not that gung-ho about my own branding, okay? no, I really like Adidas because they feel like socks to me.
Oh, okay.
I get the ones that feel like socks. And then my go-to for winter and fall is my Red Wings, baby.
You love your Red Wings.
I polish it with wax and everything, and then I kiss it goodnight. I say goodnight, Red Wings. Just kidding. I'm joking.
No, he's not.
I'm half joking.
I'm
I'm half joking.
And like I'm not like I like my one shoe and that's it. I have one
Because
shoe and I
it
wear for a
works.
year.
Yeah.
And then I switch to the next shoe.
I know. I wear my shoes until they are fucking obliterated.
Same.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh my god!
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
I just remembered something.
What?
I will include a picture. So from the brand Mela, I had these beautiful strawberry heels. They were
Oh.
so cute. I think you've seen them. They're these beautiful strawberry heels, a little bow in the back, very cutesy, very cute, very adorable, very sweet. And I remember these heels were so comfortable. I could run in them. I could walk all day in them. They're so comfy. Anyone who's coming to Japan, if you want to buy heels, you should buy them in Japan because I feel like they're made for walking because everyone walks so much over here.
That makes
I
sense.
want to buy heels.
So the heels I buy are always very comfy. And these heels were so comfy. They were so comfy, in fact, that I wore them on like that art retreat trip I went on. And we were like hiking up this like temple mountain thing. I forgot exactly where it was. It was kind of a walk. But I was dressed real cute that day and I wore my strawberry heels. And I walked the entire like mountain in these heels and my feet were fine. However, by the end of the day, the soles had like ripped apart basically because of like the rough terrain I was walking on all day.
It reminds me when we went to Disney Sea and there was this girl in the line.
No, I remember that. That was awful.
And we looked behind, and it was all bloody. Her back of her heel was all bloody because she was wearing these crazy shoes, and it was disturbing because I could feel the pain just looking
I
at
felt
it.
so bad. I was
See, that's also why I don't like buying shoes
Yeah.
that I don't already have.
Yeah.
Because I've gotten to the point where it's like, you know, when and don't get me wrong, I still love seeing really cool shoes because I love shoes. But now as an adult, I dread having to buy shoes because I don't know what will work.
Yeah.
Because like some brands that I've had, I was like, oh, these will be comfortable, like Tom's. Like I like Tom's. I thought they were really good. Tom's and Bob's. I thought they were a really good brand, and they are for the most part. Got some really cute wedges when we were doing the engagement trip, and my foot was so bloody, and I still have scars on the back of my heels from them. And it's like, that's why I just don't go away from the beaten path of what I wear most of the time. Cause it's just.
I remember how hyped you were when you replaced your tan casual shoes. You're like, oh, I found the exact pair I needed to get it. And they've been fine. You've been wearing. They're about to be done soon too. Those have seen some better days now.
Yeah.
That's how it is. I have the casual shoes that I just slip on that I just wear all the time. I got boots for when we go to the barn to see our horse. I have gym shoes when we go to the gym, and then I have my fancy dress shoes and sneakers for super special occasions, and that's it. I don't.
That's kind of what makes me a
just
little
all
bit
there
sad.
is
Is
to
like I don't really have any, like dressier shoes because the times that I have a lot of pairs of dress shoes, I just don't wear them because I'm scared I'm going to have the bleeding heels and stuff, or the like toe knuckle bleeding too, because that's also a spot on me that gets like eaten up.
Yeah.
So that just sucks. It's like, I remember when I was a kid, I used to wear heels. Like in high school, middle school, high school, I could wear heels, no problem. Can't do that now. I'll die.
Well, don't die. Otaku fan, be sure to let us know your favorite pair of shoes that you own down below in the comments section.
Sonoma. And Innovate.
I was like, damn, I wish I had Band-Aids on me.
I know, she needed Band-Aids bad.
Dude, everyone knows the pain of blistering on the back of the number of times the back of my feet have just been left raw and bleeding.
Ew.
Because I had to break in a new pair of shoes.
What? I never bleed when I break in new shoes, but probably because I wear comfortable shoes.
Whoa, that looks good.
Does it look like he's stepping, though?
Yeah, it looks great.
Well, I do. You know what? I do like the lace technique that they taught me, though, because that was really handy. Like, it didn't... The fact that the shoelace goes inside the flap...
It really makes it look more pro.
Yeah.
Maybe the only useful tip we offered was the laces. That wasn't even our tip.
For real.
Okay, this is... honestly, though, learning how to draw the back of the heel has been pretty useful.
Okay, at least we learned something.
Yeah. What do you think of the backs of my heels, walking and running?
Oh, this looks like it's kind of running. Yeah, this one looks like it's walking.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
walking.
is it supposed to be this flat? Like,
I was just following the book.
they added some shadow to make it look like.
Oh, the ground
The
she's
ground
like running
too,
on. I see.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks better. Wow. Okay. I think that, like this needs to be arched a little bit, like that.
Oh,
arched there.
oh, it is. Oh,
Sorry, I need to draw on you.
no worries. Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, I think raise this heel a little bit higher because
Oh.
that'll make
Okay,
her
over there.
heel look higher.
Yeah.
Do it okay?
Or her.
Dude, it's all in the details, huh?
Yeah, it's small subtleties.
Yeah, there we go. Daidus, what's your shoe size?
Is this for the foot enthusiasts?
Oh, no.
Enthusiasts out there?
Maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't say.
What's your shoe size? What's the girth of your?
Foot or arch? You got hairy feet?
That's a dang flat foot or arch.
Yeah, my brother's flat-footed.
Am I flat footed?
I don't know what your feet look like, remember?
Oh, I'm arch.
Aren't you not allowed to, like, serve in the Marine Corps or the military if you got flat feet? Is that still a thing?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I'm sure
What?
they got rid of that.
Yo, Google that. What the heck? That's crazy talk.
In the past, military enlistment was not permitted for people with flat feet, but the policy has recently been changed.
Yeah.
Why?
They need people.
Flat-footed people, they can't run or something? They're bad at running? Any flat-footers out there?
Flat-footers. Was it considered a disability?
What? This is crazy. This is all new to me. The more you know.
Yeah, I remember because my brother was in the Marine Corps, and I remember he told me, like, oh yeah, you're not allowed in if you have flat feet.
Oh my goodness.
And I was like, wow, I didn't know that. How's the front view of my heel?
Why is there only? Is that the fifth toe?
It's like hidden.
Oh,
The pinky
okay.
toe's like, look.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, you know what? I think I leveled up today.
You did?
I think so.
I think I leveled up just from the lace tutorial. I
Yeah.
can't lie.
Those are some good-looking laces.
Look, I have to do it again. Watch. 1, 2,
Oh
3,
snap! Oh snap! He's
4,
cooking. He's cooking.
5, and then you just go.
Oh yeah.
All right, there's my freaking foot or shoes.
Yeah. Maybe have some stitching on the side.
Oh,
wait,
that's stitching. I thought, no,
sorry,
that's showing the
not,
shoe.
Sorry, that's
Yeah.
not stitching. I was fooled. Just kidding.
I guess if you want to, so then you can build up on it. So if you want to, you can do like, I don't know, add more thickness to that if you want.
Yeah, I wanna master like just drawing the backs of shoes.
Well, what have we learned today, folks?
Shoes are hard.
So are feet
And feet, yeah.
and hands.
Yeah, I guess like a prerequisite is figuring out the anatomy of a foot and then just drawing the shoe around it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would believe so. We need a feet episode eventually.
Yeah,
You
we'll
know
do
it's
a
coming.
foot episode.
You know it's coming. I like how we skipped feet episode for
Went
shoe
straight to
episode.
it.
Well,
Right to
okay,
shoe.
that's because I was really excited about getting this book. Again, link will be in the description if you want to check it out. This is recommended to me. Yeah, this is just like a good reference book in general. Not necessarily like an art tutorial. I think this book is under the assumption that
No, this is
you already kind of know what you're
this
doing.
is way better than going out and buying a shoe yourself and like for $40 and using it as reference. You know,
Yeah. I just really love that they have like the
all
different
the
angles. Yeah. For the different types of shoes.
Well, I think if your character wears sneakers, you're eventually gonna learn how to just be really good at drawing the sneaker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you're good at drawing heels because your characters always draw heels.
Yeah.
So you're like,
I do
okay,
like
I've mastered
heels. Maybe you can be a master of Crocs. What are the Crocs?
it. No, don't give them the wrong idea.
You can be a master of Crocs, you guys. I can't even
Got
find them.
boots,
Never
sandals.
mind.
I
Can't
want to
find
be.
them.
You know what I be a master of?
What, those clunky wood shoes?
How'd you know I was gonna do
I
that?
already knew.
Where is it? It reminds me of a Princess
Hell yeah.
Mononoke or Goemon. Goemon.
Oh yeah, that guy in Mononoke.
Goemon wears that. No, his is like.
Yeah. Like super, they're like stilettos of the time.
That's so funny. All right.
Yeah, we
You go
could sit
date
here
the
all day
sandals.
and draw shoes, but we just wanted to do a fun little casual exercise, just a little brain teaser.
And hopefully you guys drew with us if you want.
Yeah. Let us know if we should do a shoe episode again. I kind of don't want to.
No, feet episode. Screw
Oh,
it.
feet episode. That's
We
right.
don't need another shoe episode.
Okay, we would like to do a foot episode, but we'll have to do a hand episode first.
Yeah, we'll
Because
do
I feel like we need to practice hands first.
Me
Yep,
too.
that's
So we're doing
coming up.
everything kind of out of order.
It's coming out.
It's coming out. It's coming out soon.
Spoilers.
Goddamn
Oh yeah,
hands.
don't tell anybody. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, hanging out with us for this
Yeah.
short, quick episode.
Yeah, sorry.
It's one of those, like, with hands, I literally need a picture in order to draw it.
I still remember
can't-
being your hand model when you were
Yeah.
doing art commissions. You'd be like, I need you to hold this in this specific way.
Yeah, like, I can't just draw it out of my head.
Yeah,
And if I can, that's, like, a really awesome day.
it's a God moment.
It's like when I did that one commission where the dude, I wasn't even intentionally going to make the dude barefooted.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was blocking out the foot, it looked like an actual foot with, like, toes. And I was like, oh, shit, I somehow cooked. And I left it. That was my proudest moment.
They didn't really struggle as much as the episode I thought they were going to. I mean, shoes are definitely hard. The book was really good for the reference. It just goes to show you, honestly. It was good. It was good, though.
I need to practice feet.
And hands.
Feet and then drawing the toenails because it just looks wrong. Just looking at feet just looks wrong in general. I think I've asked this before. I don't know if I've asked it on YouTube, but I know I've asked it in Patreon. Is whenever y'all see a barefooted character come on the screen, do y'all secretly count the toes to see if anybody fucked up? Because I do.
That's such
Every
an
time-
artist thing to do.
Every time I see
Such
like
an
a barefoot,
artist thing.
I count the toes to see if anybody's fucked up on how many digits are there.
All right, so question when it comes to that then. So if the show has already established that it doesn't go by this normal number of, like, fingers, like if it's a show that does, like, 4 fingers, do you still care if they have the same amount of toes?
I'm gonna be honest, I have never seen a show do that.
I'm thinking, like, cartoon.
Yeah, well, what I mean by that is, like, I've never seen them draw, like, toes if they're simplified.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it's usually like a sock foot or block foot. Now, if they did do, like, a detailed kind of foot with a 4-fingered character, I might be like,
Might have to send an angry-worded email.
I might throw up a little
All
bit.
right, Otaku fam, your homework.
Find a show like that.
Find a cartoon and or anime where characters have abnormal amounts of fingers but the regular amount of toes.
I will
And let
feel
us know
comfortable.
the specific character, episode, like timestamp, everything.
I might throw
and
up.
and then we'll make a short of Ren looking it up and going, eh. Thank you guys for the continued support. We will see you for the next video. Bye.